We Were the Lucky Ones, Georgia Hunter. In the spring of 1939, as the world edges toward war, the Kurc family of Radom, Poland, gathers for what will be their last peaceful Passover together. They are a close-knit Jewish family, parents Sol and Nachuma, and their 5 grown children, Jinek, Mila, Addie, Jacob, and Helena. They laugh, share stories, and cling to hope that the chaos brewing in Europe will somehow pass them by. But soon, everything changes. Germany invades Poland, and the family's world fractures overnight. Jinek, the eldest, is strong-willed and protective. He's arrested by the Soviets and sent to a labor camp deep in Siberia, enduring bitter cold, hunger, and brutality. Mila, gentle and determined, finds herself trying to keep her young daughter alive amid the bombings and persecution. Addie, the free-spirited musician, is stranded in France as borders close, embarking on a desperate journey across continents in search of safety and news of his family. Jacob, once a confident young man, hides in fear with his wife Bella, facing the daily terror of discovery. And Helena, the fiery youngest sister, refuses to stand by, her courage propelling her into the heart of resistance. Each sibling faces their own impossible choices: when to flee, whom to trust, how to keep faith when survival itself feels like defiance. Letters stop arriving, months stretch into years. The Kurcs are scattered across ghettos, camps, frozen wastelands, and distant shores, but through it all, one hope binds them: the belief that somehow they will find each other again. Addie's journey becomes a thread of fragile connection. From France to Morocco, across the Atlantic, he witnesses the heartbreak of displaced souls. The sound of a familiar song, the faint smell of home, are enough to keep him moving. Meanwhile, Jinek, against all odds, survives his sentence and clings to love in the unlikeliest place, a frozen wasteland where humanity seems lost. Mila's maternal strength turns her into a force of quiet endurance, while Helena's bold defiance saves lives, even as she risks her own. Years of war grind on, millions perish. The Kurc story, though, is one of rare fortune amid unfathomable loss. As the war ends, fragments of news begin to surface: rumors, names on survivor lists, faint traces of life. One by one, they reemerge from the ruins of Europe. There are reunions that defy belief. A brother once presumed dead, a child carried through hunger and fear, a letter arriving years too late, yet still delivering hope. When the surviving Kurcs finally find one another, their joy is tinged with the grief of all they've lost, but also with awe at the miracle of endurance. Against every calculation, they have lived. Their name, once nearly erased, survives through their will to hold on to love, family, and the belief that goodness can persist even in humanity's darkest hour. We Were the Lucky Ones is not just a tale of war, but a testament to resilience. Based on true events, Georgia Hunter captures one family's extraordinary fight to remain whole. The Kurcs were not lucky because they were untouched by suffering. They were lucky because, through unimaginable courage and grace, they refused to let the world's cruelty destroy their spirit. Their story reminds us that even when all seems lost, the human heart can still choose to hope, to endure, and to find its way home.